Chapter 11 Sans Friend. As you came in, Sans received you with his arms opened. He hugged you. After that Papyrus said, "Don't exclude me," and hugged you and Sans. When the hug finished, you, Sans and Papyrus sat on the sofa and watched TV. Both Sans and Papyrus wrapped their arms around your neck. The show you three were watching was a pizza eating competition. After 10 minutes of getting disgusted for the amount of pizza the contestants ate, the show finished and then the ads appeared. Sans said, "I'm going for a bag of chips," and then he went to the kitchen. Suddenly, on the TV, the next show started. It was about Metaton. As Papyrus saw it, he turned off the TV and said, "Why don't we go to my room?" And you responded, "Why don't you just change the channel?" And Papyrus answered, "Let's go to my room," and without another choice, you went with him to his room. As you left the room, Sans came back with a bag of chips. You came in Papyrus' room, then Papyrus came in. It was dark, so you told Papyrus to turn on the lights. He responded, "No need for that, honey." And then you felt something on your shoulders and suddenly Papyrus tackled you to his bed. Once you two were in the bed, Papyrus added, "Since you kissed me for the first time. I couldn't stop thinking about it. I want to do it again. And then you, a little ashamed, said, "I know. But this isn't the moment. And then he answered to that, "You talk too much," and before you could form words in your mouth, he leaned his denture on your lips. You couldn't control yourself and wrapped your arms around Papyrus' neck. He started to lean his whole body on yours. You two were very connected until Papyrus stopped the kiss and said, "I don't want to hold back anymore." And you, impressed, asked, "What do you mean?" And Papyrus added, "Are you virgin?" And you reacted, "What?" Papyrus kept talking, "If you are virgin. Would you lose your virginity with me?" And you, a little freaked out, said, "What? No. I'm not ready." And Papyrus approached to your face and whispered, "You wouldn't lose it for me." And you, with a wish of escaping from the situation, responded, "I. Please don't do this to me. And Papyrus almost shouted, "Why? You don't love me," and you answered, "No!" It's just that. And in that moment, for your relief, Sans came in the room. Papyrus, a little angry, said, "Don't you know that you have to knock the door before coming in?" And Sans answered, "It's my room. And Papyrus added, "Even if it is your room. You have to knock the door. And Sans responded, "And even if he or she is your boyfriend, girlfriend, you have to respect their decisions. And then Papyrus, very angry, said, "I hate you. And rushed out of the room. As you saw Papyrus running away, you sighed in relief and said, "Thanks. You saved me from a tense moment. And Sans added, "No need to say thanks, kiddo. As he sat next to you. "So, you are still not ready, huh? And you answered, "Yeah. I see." Then you added, "I don't know. I love him. But not that much. You see, I never ever fell deeply in love with someone. I don't know if I ever will be able to really fall in love. Whatever. And then you left the room while saying thanks again to Sans. You went to the living room and saw Papyrus sitting on the couch while watching TV. You sat next to him. He was still angry for what happened. He tried to ignore you. You leaned your head on his shoulders and hugged him. He couldn't keep ignoring you and hugged you too. You whispered, "I'm sorry. And he responded, "I love you. And then he kissed your head. You kept watching TV until 7:38 p.m., when Papyrus went to cook dinner with Toriel. While they were cooking, Asgore and Sans sat next to you. While Papyrus was cooking, he was keeping an eye on you. Suddenly Sans wrapped his arm around your neck. Papyrus saw it, so he said, "YN, do you want to come and help me cook dinner?" And you responded, "Fine, I'm coming." And you went to the kitchen. You started to chop some onions for the spaghetti sauce. Meanwhile you were doing that, Papyrus was looking to Sans with an angry stare until you leaned your head on his arm. Suddenly his anger disappeared. At 8:23 p.m., dinner was ready. Toriel called everyone and then everyone came, except for Alphys. You asked why she didn't come and Asgore responded, "She's been quite sad since Undyne's death. And you reacted, "I see." Toriel said, "I'll take her dinner to her room. And then she served some spaghetti on a plate, put it on a tray and took it to Alphys' room. While Toriel took dinner to Alphys, Papyrus took a sit and said, "Sit down here, honey. You, for not to hurt his feelings, sat next to him. As you did he stared at Sans with a taunt face. He sat in front of you." Everyone started to eat when Toriel came back. You finished having dinner at 9:03 p.m. Suddenly, Sans' phone rang. He rushed to his phone, which was in his room, to attend the call. In that moment, you wanted to go to the bathroom. You said, "Excuse me, I have to go to the bathroom. And then you went. You reached it, you unzipped, put down your pants and started to Well, while doing that, you started to think about Papyrus. "I hope he doesn't hate me for this. But I will never lose my virginity. At least not with him." And after that, you finished doing. You flushed the toilet. You came out of the bathroom, but as you did, you heard Sans shouting at someone on the phone. You decided to listen some of the conversation. You were curious. "I cannot allow this any fucking more." Sans shouted, "I know. The nerd thinks that YN is only his. The other person said. You noticed that they were talking about you. Impressed, you decided to keep listening to the conversation. "If Papyrus does touch him, her one more time. I gonna kill him. Sans angrily said. "We must do something before he gets away with him / her." The other person added. Suddenly you noticed something strange. "Well. I'm leaving. If I don't, the jerk of my bro will keep stealing my wife/n. Sans said. The other person responded, "Okay then. By Sans. And Sans answered, by Undyne. And when Sans finished the call, you tried to get away, but before you could Sans grabbed you by your shoulders and said, "Y/N, you are here," and you answered, "Yeah." With a not very short tone. Sans soon noticed that something was wrong and asked you, "You okay, kiddo?" And you, taking the courage to ask him, responded, "Sans. Who were you talking to?" And he answered, "It was a friend. And you asked, "And what is this friend's name?" And he stood in silence for a few seconds. Finally, he responded, "It ''S. And suddenly Papyrus appeared and said, "What were you two doing here?" And you answered, "Nothing. And then Papyrus added, "Well. I better take you to your home. It is getting late. And you nodded and said, "Goodbye and thanks for the food." To Asgore and Toriel. Then Papyrus and you came out of the house, but suddenly you heard the door open again. You turned around to see what was it, and it was Sans.
I'm glad you enjoyed the video. Before we close the video, I noticed 53% of you guys are not subscribed to the channel. If you can, please subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment down below. Until next time, goodbye!